No, India is like the rest of the world, with the possible exception of Germany. I think India is in total denial. I mean, for instance, it's as if Fukushima never happened. It's as if Chernobyl never happened. It's as if 3 Mile Island never happened. These are nuclear accidents after which after every one of those nuclear accidents, we were told, the world was told that this is a very rare incident, it will not happen again. Because the world is learning from its mistakes. Nuclear power plants are going to incorporate safety measures and this will not happen again. But it has happened. Each time it has happened, and it has happened worse and worse. I mean, after Chernobyl, that was meant to be the world's biggest disaster. Now we have Fukushima, which is already rated as dangerous as what happened in Chernobyl. In fact, it is more, probably the effects are even greater than what happened in Chernobyl, because it is right next to the sea. They've polluted entire Pacific Ocean, the fish is affected, the food supply, water supply, everything is getting affected. As far away as in America, the levels in the radioactive levels of milk and even water supply is being affected. And so it's only a matter of time before, with the currents that exist, all of this radiation and pollution will spread all over the world. So this is something that building a nuclear power plant by the sea is a recipe for disaster, especially if you do it in a seismic zone. As you saw, there was a tsunami in Fukushima. Even Jaitapur is located on a earthquake-prone area. Even if there's no accident, they will be taking seawater on a huge scale into the plant to cool down the plant, and then releasing that water again into the ocean, which will kill all the marine life, which will then affect the, and the radioactivity that also comes out will also affect the plantations, the orchards, things like that. So I think it's an economic disaster, it's a health disaster, and the only reason I can make out that it's being done is because we want to make nuclear bombs. I mean, after all, why are we making nuclear energy when there are other ways of making other ways of making energy in our country? Why are we focusing on nuclear? It's the most expensive form of energy today that you can make anywhere in the world. It's far more expensive than coal, far more expensive than any other kind of energy. So it makes no sense to me, except that they will get some plutonium, they'll reprocess, and they'll be able to make weapons out of it. And so in every way, this is a disaster for mankind. Luckily, there are people fighting at the ground level. People in Jaitapur are protesting in such a strong way that I don't think the government will be able to get away with it. I'm pretty convinced that this time the nuclear conscience in our country has really awoken, and people are not going to let it happen.